I don't even know what we're talking about.
Talking about Wes Watson's court.
Wes Watson, main subject.
How else are we luring people in?
People watch just for Drew.
Drew does get more comments. Did you put your dogs in like shots of the last video, which isn't up yet? But I noticed like you snuck them in a couple times into the video. Was that on purpose?
No.
For the algorithm comments?
They were just in the shot. But there was a couple times where I was like, leave it in.
Welcome to episode 28 of the Scaling Up podcast. If you are watching this and you have not yet subscribed, what are you even doing? Hit that subscribe button and hit the like button while you're at it as well, because why not? Also, at the end of every episode, we read all super thanks, $5 and up, and you guys will see how that works at the end of this episode. But the main thing that we want to talk about today is that it finally happened. You did what you said you were going to do.
Yep.
You boxed not one, but two preds, child predators.
Back to back, 2 days in a row.
Knocked them both the fuck out. And if you guys want to see that, the first boxing match is actually out now on Locals, only $10 a month, and we'll talk more about just like, I guess, the play-by-play of how everything went.
We're going to be boxing preds pretty much every single weekend, so.
Yeah, on the weekdays, we get them arrested. On the weekends, we beat the shit out of them. This is the fucking dream,
fun, bro. Yeah.
I can't even imagine going back to pranks right now. Like, if you told me I had to stop this and go back to doing pranks full time, like, I don't mind doing a prank here and there. If you told me I had to stop this right now and go back to doing pranks full time,
Just wouldn't feel right.
right? I feel like this is our calling.
I definitely do want to do a prank in the near future. Like once we get the ball rolling on this and get consistent, I want to throw in a prank in there.
Yeah, same. I'll do like a Wes Watson or a Chinese translator here and there, but
Yeah.
I feel like this is what we're fucking meant to do.
Box preds, get them arrested.
Yep. Send them straight to jail. By the way, I was thinking about straight to jail. I don't know if that'll work for a catchphrase, because if you put it on merch, who the fuck wants to wear a shirt that says straight to jail? That just brings up so many questions.
We gotta find a good way to make it make sense. Like maybe put the mugshot on there. I don't know, some shit. But then who the fuck wants to wear?
Yeah, who wants to wear a shirt?
Some ugly ass.
So yeah, we're going to talk a lot about what went down this weekend. But first, to lure people in so they actually hear that discussion, we got to talk about some other men first. Mm-hmm. There's actually a couple men to choose from that we can talk about this week.
Who else?
There's actually news about both Wes Watson and Vitaly, and those are our two most popular men to talk about on this podcast.
Yeah, but Vitaly is really low ad revenue, so.
Yeah, so talking about Vitaly just attracts a bunch of angry Filipinos, and yeah, that ad revenue is just straight diabolical.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if it boosted the revenue, but.
Or if it got like loyal supporters from it.
Yeah.
But it's just a bunch of people like angry at us every time. Which, I mean, I don't mind. The comments are funny to read. Like, I was literally dying laughing at one point, but it's like, if we're trying to grow the channel, the best man to talk about
Wes Watson.
Get there is Wes Watson. WWE Dago, the gift that keeps on giving. As much as I dislike Wes Watson now, I do like the fact that he's always up to something. Like, he's always giving us shit to talk about.
Yeah, he's keeping it interesting.
When it comes to talking about other men, like, there's no other man that just provides so much to talk about. So thank you, Wes, for real. Yeah, so Wes Watson, the fat pig, the one who said he was going to murk me. Or was it us, or just me?
Specifically you.
Oh, damn. And Elevation Gym, the famous Elevation Gym Miami that anybody can pull up to at 8 a.m. They're all being sued by the 7-foot monster, to the surprise of no one. And by the way, we're filming this on Wednesday, so John Bravo actually texted me this morning. He said there's a big update on the case. He's about to drop a video. So you guys watching this right now probably have more information than we currently do, but it doesn't sound like anything like a definitive result. It's just shit that's still going on with the case.
Updates.
Yeah, so you guys will know more about this by the time this video drops than we currently do. But what do you think about the lawsuit, like, all in all?
I mean, I'm not surprised. I feel like he kind of deserves it. I feel like he definitely deserves it, because it would be one thing if he, like, the guy went in there and he, like, punched him or beat his ass and was like, get the fuck out. But when he kept hitting him when he was on the ground and all his homies jumped in, there was no need for all that.
But do you think the monster could have been playing 4D chess all along? Like, could this have been his plan?
I think it's possible, but the guy seems too retarded.
What if somebody set him up, sent him?
That's what I was thinking.
To do that. It's like, hey, we split the money at the end.
Exactly. Like, there's somebody else.
You're bigger than me. You can take a beating better.
There's somebody else behind it.
Some genius behind it. So remember how when it happened at first, we almost thought it seems fake, because he sets up the camera angle. He goes, does that live shove, and then just gets his ass beat and doesn't even fight back. Like, at first we were like, did Wes set this up? to like make himself seem like more of a badass. But knowing now how Wes has zero control of his emotions, could this all have just been a trap from the 7-foot monster and Wes just fell right into it?
Honestly, there's a huge chance of that, bro. Like, I would not be shocked at all, because like, who wouldn't think to do that? Somebody that's, you know, stupid enough to try it. Like, obviously, you already know what's gonna happen. You're gonna get jumped if you go in there and try to fight them, and you already know they're gonna take it too far, most likely.
But I mean, the monster probably could have caused some damage. He didn't even fight back. Why would you set up the camera angle and not even fight back, you know?
He didn't even try to swing back?
No.
At all? Never?
Well, he did get hit with a dumbbell right away, so maybe he just, you know, was too incapacitated at first. But me and you, we've dealt with a lot of court cases, both civil and criminal. I was dealing with 8 simultaneously at one point, and we know the first thing your lawyer will always tell you to do, the fucking blanket advice, the first thing they'll say is do not talk about the case online. Again, that's just like blanket advice. A lot of times, like,
that's with anything. Lawsuit, court, anything like that, they use it against you.
yeah, but there's like, we talked about our cases within reason. We even uploaded the videos of what happened. And, you know, in one of my cases, it actually helped that I uploaded it, but that's a whole different discussion. Remind me at the end to like,
which one?
The Planet Fitness one. So like, literally me uploading the video actually helped me in my case. But the point is, it was like common sense, what you can and what you can't say. There's no reason to avoid talking about it altogether, like within reason. But in Wes's case, it's like, holy, like what a dumb motherfucker.
The way he talks. I'm sure anybody watching this has seen Wes Watson's Instagram stories, and
yeah, but he literally went on a live stream, on Lil Pump's live stream, and he said it was all worth it because he has the most brutal fight video of any famous person, and it's worth losing a couple $100,000 over it.
that's fucking crazy.
Stupid ass bitch.
He is a stupid ass. He calls everybody else stupid ass bitch, but he's a stupid ass bitch. Unless he really is as rich as he claims, but I don't know, man. He's been looking stressed out lately. You think he's hurting? Think his business is hurting?
I mean,
Sales?
all of a sudden he doesn't care about material things anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I'm Wes at the actual hearings, I'm letting my lawyer do all the talking. Like, I would not open my mouth once
That's
if I was
impossible for
Wes.
him.
I mean, remember when he was in the back of the cop car in that body cam footage, and he's like, "This is crazy. I should have blasted him." Right?
Don't you think?
Imagine he says some shit like that in court to the
He
judge.
would, bro. And they'll straight up lock his ass up, send him straight to jail.
Straight to jail. But the funniest part of the lawsuit to me, from the tidbits that John Bravo read out in his video, was when they kept referring to him being 5'8". Like, they specifically put that in the lawsuit, and I don't think that's by mistake. And I feel like the monster's lawyer has to say that part in court. Like, he has to say it. So like, in the fucking lawsuit, it was written something like, even though Mr. Watson is only 5'8", he's still a very muscular guy. And just imagine the lawyer says that out loud in court. Imagine Wes being like, "Motherfucker, I'm not 5'8". Like, that would just show like his character. Like, that's all you fucking need. Just call him 5'8".
Call me
Stupid ass
5'8".
bitch.
I'm 5'8".
Hey, am I 5'8"? But I wish John or
Diego.
somebody got a media pass and just recorded all of this. This is a fucking movie, bro.
He has to. I feel like he might be able to at this point. He has connections.
I mean, from
'Cause
what
that's possible.
Yeah, but from what I know, there was a hearing today. I don't think anybody filmed it, but like, fuck, they have to. This would be like peak entertainment.
I'm sure he's trying.
I am interested to see how this plays out, though. I guess we'll follow it and keep you guys updated. And then the other man that we like to talk about on this channel, Vitaly, there's no like major updates. All the updates are pretty much that he's not having a good time in jail, which is like legal mindset and those people just making videos laughing about it, that he's having like heart problems. And they're literally talking about him like he's a fucking pedo, or he's, I don't know, Ted Bundy. Like, they're mocking that he's having heart problems and that he asked for a mental health appeal. He tried to, you know, use that to try to get out of it. But like, what else are you going to do in that situation? I feel like you're going to try anything you fucking can.
For sure.
But it's looking like they're going to just try him for unjust vexation and drop a lot of the other charges. And that one might only be 3 to 6 months or 3 months to a year. I forgot. But it might actually end up being a lot less than what
I had a feeling, bro.
it was initially supposed to be. But
He's still suffering right now.
bro, like, honestly, it's going on damn near 3 months. Like, I'm pretty sure that's a fucking enough of a punishment.
I had a feeling it wasn't going to last longer than like a year or two. That was like what my gut was telling me.
Well, do you think when he comes out, he's going to go right back to being the Vitaly we knew, or do you think he's going to
No, he's going to have an awakening again, just like he did. He's going to try to come back and be like, oh, like, I'm back religious. Praise Jesus, I'm sober, blah, blah, blah. Working out, sober, like whatever. And then if he does come back up somehow, if he gets some type of deal where he starts making crazy money again, he's probably going to get cocky again and maybe do some other stupid shit. Because that's kind of how his life has always been, right? He has this, he's very famous for a while. Something bad happens.
Massively famous?
Yeah, he's massively famous.
like Wes Watson?
Something bad happens, he falls off. He gets back rich and famous. Something bad happens, he falls off. It's happened like 3 times now, right?
Yeah. But regardless, as much of a dipshit as he is, like we've talked about a million times, we wouldn't wish this on like anybody.
Yeah,
So.
I don't think he deserves life in the Philippines jail.
You know who does?
Who?
The fucking people rioting right now.
For real.
Here in LA.
Dead ass. They deserve to be in the Philippine jail, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been in that
Should
area.
we talk about that at all?
Just
that could be a title.
Briefly. The LA riots. Yeah, a lot of the people rioting aren't even Hispanic. They're just literally there just to cause chaos. They just use it as an excuse.
It's fucking stupid. I don't understand people like that.
And bro, it's like the fucking purge out here. Like, I don't understand. Like, they can't just shut that shit down.
Yeah.
Like, do you think this shit will fly in the Philippines?
Exactly.
Like, sometimes it's almost like you could see why they have the
They need to
system
pull
they
up.
do.
They literally need to pull up with the fucking water hose and the fire truck, spray them all off the street, and shut shit down with the military.
And send them all where?
Straight to jail.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. It's legit like the purge out here, and it's just a couple miles away from where we are.
It'd be one thing if it was actually peaceful protests, because those are technically legal. Even if you don't like them, even if I don't like them, like whatever, they're legal. People can do it. But as soon as they start, they're like burning cop cars on fire, throwing bricks on cops, throwing like high-level grade fireworks at cops that could technically kill people, they say.
Yeah, they're throwing like fucking stones at these cop cars, destroying them.
They're probably looting, probably stealing.
Oh yeah,
businesses.
I watched on a kick stream. This guy streamed it where they just straight up broke into a jewelry store, and everybody started running in, grabbing jewelry, and most of the people were not Hispanics.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were different race. But I mean, they must support the cause though, so it's all good. Imagine we went and threw a rock at a cop car. Like, what would happen?
Yeah, they just let them do it. And like they say,
what the
they've been
hell?
saying, I don't watch the news a lot, but I've seen some shit where they're saying like these people will be found and will be charged. I fucking doubt it.
All of them?
Exactly.
The thousands of them?
They need to get them on the spot right there, shoot their ass with a fucking pellet gun, knock them out, and arrest their ass.
Take them straight to jail.
You know those like not non-lethal guns? You need to light their ass up with those.
Smoke break real quick?
Sure.
The following contest is a 3-round boxing match. First, fighting out of the red corner from Jacksonville, Florida, weighing in at 212 pounds, Tanner Big Red Williams. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner from Silmar, California, by way of Manila, Philippines, weighing in at 168.8 pounds, Ryan the
Don't punch back and head back. Don't push, don't hold. Okay? Touch.
Hugo, you announce when the round starts.
Corner.
See this only on scalingupcatches.locals.com.
All right, now that we've lured you in by talking about other men for a bit, we talked about a lot of men today. Everybody protesting. Well, it's like thousands of men we talked about. Now that you're all here, let's talk about what we actually want to talk about. Tanner finally boxed not one, but 2 preds.
Not just box, but knocked them the fuck out.
Did what you said you were going to do. No pred save. So first of all, how do you feel after the boxing matches?
Very satisfied. I mean, I wish it was a little bit more of a challenge. At least just make me put my hands up or something. But hey, I mean, I'll take a fucking human punching bag.
I mean, that's what people want to see, pretty much, I feel like.
Well, apparently the second guy said he competed in boxing before. I've never even competed in boxing. Like, to get to a level to compete, you've been training for years. Like, no coach is going to let somebody compete who just starts training. So, like...
I mean, the second guy was putting his hands up, but
Yeah.
the size difference was just massive.
For sure.
So the first day was a complete shit show. We were supposed to have 2 of them come back to back, but then the one that ended up coming the second day, he ended up being called into work. So we moved him to the next day, and then the one that we actually ended up boxing that day, he showed up like 3 hours late, and he just kept pushing his ETA off more and more. And that's like the one annoying thing about pred catches, which, don't get me wrong, there's light and dark with everything. I would take this over doing what we were doing before.
Yeah, sometimes
any
we
day.
film for 3 hours over and over and not get anything, so...
Yeah, so this is nothing. But the problem with preds is they operate on pred time. They show up when they show up, and there's nothing you can do. Like, you pretty much just have to sit there and wait. Because, like, you know, if you're planning on something with anybody else, like, let's say you're meeting with somebody at 5, and at 5:30 they text you, oh, I'm not even on the way yet. You'll be like, fuck you. We're not doing this anymore. Like, you're just not going to take that kind of disrespect. If you say that to a pred, they're just not going to show up. Now a pred is free, you know, to do his thing. So
exactly,
you just got to get them there when they get there. And with pred time also, sometimes they'll show up and they'll just circle around their location for a bit because they're paranoid. So
yeah, that's why you have to be nice to them, because they are paranoid a lot of times, and you got to build the trust.
Yeah, there's no planning on an exact time, and it's one thing in the Sting House. It is kind of awkward in the boxing gym though, because the guys who are letting us rent out the gym, they're giving us like a super amazing price. They probably don't need any of this. Like, they're just for the cause. So no matter how many times we explain what I just explained, like, it's still like, you said you need the gym at 4 o'clock and the guy's not showing up until 8. Like, what the hell?
Right. So at that point, we just pay him a little more.
Yeah.
So,
which is what we've been doing, but it does make us seem like irresponsible. It's hard to explain to somebody who's not like fully into this world.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad though, because you told him a few hours and it lasted like what, 4.5 hours or something like that. So it definitely could have been a lot worse.
Eventually, when the first pred showed up, Hugo was actually the decoy for this one, and we'll get into the whole decoy fiasco in a bit. Yeah, and like for the people that watch the video on locals, you played that heartbeat sound when the pred is like awaiting the boxing match. That's pretty much like how I felt the whole day. Like, we're sitting around and waiting all day. What if he just runs? Like, what if we're just waiting for nothing? We got to convince the pred to walk across the street to the boxing gym, sign a waiver, actually get into the ring and box. Like, after doing all that, like...
Which, as long as you set it up good enough, so far it hasn't been hard at all to convince them to box. I guess it depends on who it is.
Yeah, I mean, and I think we're pretty convincing, to be honest. I mean, when it's either jail or boxing and we're being genuine, that we're actually genuinely giving them this opportunity, and normally we get people locked up for this, that's like, it's a no-brainer. Who would take the jail over boxing? Right?
It's an offer they can't refuse.
But still, we're gonna get some runners eventually, like...
For sure. People that just panic. And
that's just how it goes. Like, the guy that we caught in the Sting House that ran, which is the next episode, see a guy like that who doesn't speak English at all.
Exactly. When they don't speak English, it hurts a lot.
Yeah. We literally had a translator ready for the second guy, but he ended up speaking good enough English. Yeah, well, watch out for our stories, by the way, for whenever they're foreign and we need a translator, because, like, that's legit a game changer.
It happens a lot, too.
Yeah.
Who knows what kind, because the last guy was Turkish. So, like, we need all kinds of translators.
Right. Once the pred was actually there, though, once we had him, it was pretty simple to convince him. And this pred was actually from the Philippines, of all places. He was literally from Manila, the place that Vitaly is currently locked up in. And I literally asked him, like, what he thinks about the Vitaly situation. I was like, you're probably one of those people talking shit about Vitaly online, like saying he deserves the death penalty or to spend life in prison. Look at what you're doing.
He said he hasn't heard about, supposedly.
Which I'm shocked, because, like, a lot of people who aren't even part of this world have been, like, asking me about the Vitaly thing. It's like all over the news, like everywhere. So I would think a Filipino person would know about it. Real quick note too, the fucking McDonald's setup with us.
It's funny as fuck.
So both days, what ended up happening, the decoy, Hugo the first day, your girl the second day, they come in with this this time both of the preds were like really small guys. They come in with the pred, they order food. About a minute later, 2 giant men wearing all black come in, sit down, have a talk with them.
Short talk.
Short talk.
Not even enough time for a McDonald's meal to come out.
No, they were calling the number the second day.
Were they?
They were calling it over and over, yeah.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
So both days, these 2 giant men came in, had a quick talk, and then they just left with the other person, and nobody ever picked up the food. I wonder at what point we're gonna have to tell them what's going on or something, because I don't want them to think that we're just like straight abducting people or some
Squid Game shit.
Human traffic. It does seem like Squid Game.
We're just coming in and like fucking straight stealing people. We walk off too, because we walk to the gym.
Yeah.
So we don't even get in a car or nothing. We just walk into the distance.
The way I talk to them too, I'm like smiling. I'm trying to be friendly with them. I'm literally like the guy in Squid Game. And bro, the way we walk out too, we're like sandwiching them so they don't run. So bro, I wonder what the people are thinking. And the second day, the McDonald's was pretty packed. So like, I wonder after we left, I wasn't paying attention to the people in the background, but I wonder. Yeah, I had my eyes on the pred the whole time, but I wonder just what they're thinking.
I feel like we did it pretty swiftly, but there's going to be a time where somebody catches on, like, all right, what the fuck is going on?
Luckily, there's a good amount of restaurants around that area.
We can switch that. Yeah. But we got that camera angle right there.
Yeah, there's like a balcony that faces the McDonald's, so you get that dramatic shot of the walk of shame. So the first boxing match, that was super fucking easy. I felt
like I went too easy on him a little bit. I mean, like I fucked, like he obviously got knocked out, but he just like it was just too easy, bro.
But what more could you have? You could have knocked him out within 5 seconds.
Exactly.
But then that kills some of the entertainment value.
Yeah, so I was almost just fucking with him, like throwing, you know, a couple pieces here and there.
Yeah, so you literally knocked him out on cue, though. I told you exactly when to knock him out. I gave you a 30-second cue. I'm like, in 30 seconds, you're getting knocked the fuck out, and there's nothing you can do. That was a lot of fun, being like the Paul Heyman.
We were like, you better fight back. You're gonna get knocked out. And he started to try to swing, and then I just kept jabbing him.
Yeah.
And then right when 30 seconds went, it was like, bam, bam. I think it was to the gut and right to the jaw, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah, that was just a straight knockout. And yeah, so this is the match that's out now on Locals, by the way. Absolute fucking banger. Linked in the pinned comment.
You're not seeing shit like this anywhere, bro.
Nowhere.
Like,
Only $10 a month. And we'll talk more about the Locals in a sec. But let's talk about the second boxing match on the second day. That was one of the rare instances of not having to deal with pred time, which is...
Yeah.
That was super nice. You know, even though he did flake the first day, the second day we spoke briefly in the morning. I had your girl hop on a phone call with him. They confirmed the time. Then I didn't have to text him at all that day. He showed up right on time and...
smirking the whole time like he was having a great time.
That smirk did not last for long. But yeah, this guy actually tried to offer us all the money he had in his bank account just to avoid boxing.
Which was only like $1,000.
Right. But thinking about it after, though, like, should we at least make them pay the rent for the day?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, oh, by the way, it's a day pass, and we're not going to pay for you. So
yeah, I
but
mean,
imagine if we didn't have to worry about legal situations, because he offered us the money to not post it even after.
Yeah.
So I would have took the money and like give it to like somebody who subscribed or some shit. Like, imagine if we could do that. But
pred giveaways, just pay the rent with it and give the rest away. After the boxing match, he offered it again to us, everything in his bank account, to delete the video and not post it.
He said the number again. He's like, I got like 1,000, 1,100 or some shit.
Yeah, he's like, that's all I have. I'll give it all to you. And yeah, like you said, he had a smirk on his face the whole time, but it was definitely gone.
It came back towards the end, though. I literally was like, why are you still fucking smirking?
Okay, so...
He literally was like, I can't. He's like...
I pointed this out to you before. A lot of Mexicans are always... They have like that smiley face.
Yeah.
Like, chronically. I don't know what it is, but I feel like that might have been it.
True.
Like he was smiling even though he didn't mean to.
True.
Like at the end when you're like, bro, that was like terrifying when you said, you're like, am I tripping or is he still smiling? Like after he's all bloody on the ground. He's like, no, I swear.
He's like, please, no. I'm not. He had the mouthpiece in, so I couldn't tell.
And dude, I think he might have actually changed the shape of his
I
nose.
fucked him up more, I feel like. Because it was pissing me off that he was blocking my shots. So I had to like open him up, like some body shots, and then I would be like, bam, bam, on the face. Like,
dude, that guy bled all over the ring. And so towards the end, I was looking at him, I'm like, I don't think he had a crooked nose before.
Yeah, I didn't notice.
He looks
a
little different now. Yeah, and then I rewatched the footage. I'm like, yeah, he came in with a perfect nose. Bro, you fucked his nose up.
What if it's broken?
He signed the waiver. It's boxing. I mean, it's not ballet. You know, you don't meet underage kids if you don't want your nose broken. And he's lucky as that. And
it was
not straight
leaking
to
bad.
jail.
His nose was leaking.
Yeah, like he understood how lucky. He literally said thank you for this opportunity.
Bro, he like wouldn't leave. He kept thanking us.
He's like, I'm gonna change my life around. Yeah. We're like, you know what? We can follow up in a couple months. You can box another pred.
He said he's down.
Yeah.
So.
Shit, maybe he can give an inspirational talk.
We gotta get that one day, bro. Him boxing someone else. Pred versus pred. Today's match. Bio versus.
The following contest is Pal versus.
Is a loser or a winner has to fight me?
Well,
it'd have to be a loser because they don't want to fight me, right?
No, we just tell them there's a prize. We don't say what it is.
Okay.
The prize is they advance in the tournament.
Yeah, so the winner.
Yeah, so 2 banger boxing matches. One is already up on Locals. The other will be up very soon for only $10 a month, the price of a Starbucks coffee. And believe me when I say, we wish we could upload this on YouTube. If we uploaded this on YouTube,
that would be crazy. It would go crazy.
Yeah. There's zero chance this would get shadow banned, whatever. Like, this would blow up no matter what. Like, this is not content you have seen anywhere else. But you already know, YouTube would never allow this in a million years.
And we're just getting started, too. It's just going to keep getting better every week.
And you know, with most people's, like, Locals, Patreon, like, whatever paywall content that they have, it's usually just more of whatever they already upload. Sometimes it's, like, even worse quality. Like,
you just throw it up.
Yeah, just, like, behind the scenes or, like, an extended version. It's just there for people who want to show support, basically. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know. As a matter of fact, like, to be absolutely absolutely real with you guys. We could use a bit of that support right now, like, so we don't go bankrupt filming these pred caches, because right now we've made absolutely nothing. Our YouTube pred channel is not monetized yet, so we're doing all of this out of our own pocket. Again, the Airbnbs, the boxing gyms, that's just the start of the expenses, and that's all out of our own pocket. So the support would mean a lot just so we don't go bankrupt. But, you know, with us, you're not just paying to support us, you're getting so much value in return. Like, this is content that you will not see anywhere else. You're paying for premium content and you're getting premium fucking content, not some behind the scenes thrown together bullshit just to slap it together.
Yeah,
this is literally like our best content.
Yeah, this is like stuff that we put in effort editing. The best thing is like we don't have to worry about like obsess over retention. So I feel like we can put more of like ourselves in it, but that doesn't mean that we're lazy with the editing. It's still like a highly edited video that would perform amazing on YouTube. Like this is like some shit that like would be on TV, but you can't even see it on TV because it's not allowed. Like looks like it's like fucking like classic MTV shit or something. Just boxing preds. Like
the support does mean a lot to us right now. I'm not gonna lie about that, but we are making sure to give you your money's worth. Like, you know, you're not just throwing $10 away. Like, we're making sure you get each one of those $10 worth.
I'll fuck up all the.
I guess the only thing you were disappointed about with the Preds is that both of them were small guys and you wanted more of a challenge. Well, first of all, we might have a pretty big fucking guy coming, which is rare.
How much does he weigh, do you know?
Okay, I
guess we'll get that.
Let's not. I don't want to give too much about him away. Like, what in the off chance he's watching this? You know what's fucking crazy? A lot of these guys watch the pred videos and they still end up showing up. I can't comprehend that.
Yeah, most of the people that we catch have said, fuck, I keep getting
like, you know what, pranks, how like it's impossible to do pranks now because everybody has seen pranks, so they assume everything is a prank. And people were asking, like, won't that happen with the pred catches? Like, pred catches are even bigger. I don't understand why it doesn't deter them. Like, they've seen the videos, but they still show up.
Pretty much everyone that we caught has said they've seen videos like this.
Yeah. So
even the Turkish one.
Yeah, so you never know when one of them is watching, which is that would be diabolical if somebody's watching this. They still show up to the McDonald's and the across the street from the boxing gym.
Gideon's people have his fans.
Watch, they try to say something like, "Oh, I wanted you guys to catch me." Well, okay.
Yeah.
Let's head over to the boxing gym.
Exactly.
You'll get what you wanted. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you wanted bigger opponents, so you might have a pretty big fucking opponent this weekend. The only thing is, this guy is actually like, we're trying to box the people that are not as bad, and then the ones that are really, really bad, like obviously get them arrested. And this guy is starting to get like tiptoe that line, so you might get that challenge or you might not, and we might have to get this guy arrested. But yeah, the thing is, I was talking to literally hundreds of people. I spent 9 hours straight last Friday just literally going through hundreds of people, and obviously most of them are not preds, they're just regular men on a dating app. But just to get those two, it literally took me hundreds of conversations. So like, you know, we get who we get. And at the end of the day, I think people still just want to see preds fucked up. Like, they don't care if it's a challenging pred. And you know what? If it is a challenging pred, you'll still fuck them up.
Oh, 100%. There's not a pred alive that's going to beat me in a fight. Because like, even if they're big, there's no pro boxer, professional fighter who meets up with 15-year-olds. That just does not exist, bro. I'm sure there's like one on the planet.
Well, there was this guy who was a fan of me. I met him while I was filming a prank video. We ended up following each other. He ended up fighting on the Misfits cards, right?
Misfits is like people who don't fight though.
Okay. But one day I started getting a bunch of DMs like, you support a pred, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what's going on? And then I see that he got caught in like a sting.
Really?
So, yeah.
Wow. So yeah, I'm sure they do exist, but it's rare. Like to have that characteristic. Like if you're a pro boxer, Misfit is like anybody. There is some like decent fighters on Misfits, but anybody can do that. Like to be a predator, you're not going to have the characteristics of the discipline of being a professional boxer that has been training for 15 years. It's just like, it doesn't go together. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Last thing we want to mention, finding decoys to help us with this has been an absolute fucking nightmare. I was pretty delulu. I was living in some other world thinking that people were actually going to sit there and text them all day like I am.
We were fucking tripping.
That this generation is going to like actually go through all that work. At this point, I've come to terms with the fact that it's just me talking to them. And you know what? I'm more than happy with that. I love it. The fact that you're editing all the videos, bro, you know, I detest editing. So
if I hate that and I don't mind editing.
Yeah, so if I get to do this instead of editing, bro, I love it. So all I need as far as a decoy is somebody to send their pictures and then just be available pretty much 24/7 to hop on a quick phone call, hop on a quick video call, like whatever the pred wants to do. Because, you know, they get paranoid, they start asking questions, are you real? So basically all we need is somebody in the LA area, preferably a female, but I suppose we could use a male decoy too. Because right now we just got Hugo and we got your girl. The only two people willing to help us, right?
I'm surprised it worked with Hugo. I'm surprised we can make that work. And even Jeanette, she does not look...
The thing is, we use Face App to make our decoys look younger in the app. So even in like Jeanette's older pictures where she's already younger, and you were telling me, oh, we don't need to use Face App, I still use it. Because if you're matching with somebody who looks like a fucking 10-year-old on a dating app, you know, that just like already kind of shows your intent.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, so we use Face App to make them look younger. Once they're already in person, they have about 30 seconds before we fucking pull up. So they're not even going to have time to question it. But yeah, so as far as a decoy, all we need is somebody in the LA area, preferably female, but male works too. Just be under 30 without facial hair. That's pretty much all we need. Like, it's not that much. At this point, I'm doing all the work. But yeah, you just need to send some photos here and there, get on some phone calls here and there, and then
let them in a house, 30 seconds.
Or show up to the boxing gym, depending on which catches we're doing.
That's even easier.
By the way, we're also obviously dropping a YouTube video too very, very soon. We've been busy actually like getting into the swing of the decoying, but now that we have it down.
Plus, we were kind of waiting for an update for this guy to see if we can get one.
Oh, we should probably call Alhambra like right now when the podcast is over and see what's going on. Yeah, so we were just getting the decoying down, and we've been filming a lot of content, but now we're sitting on a good amount of content, so we're just going to start pumping it out. Again, all in all, I'm loving this so much. I hope, God willing, we can keep doing this because I do not want to go back to pranks now.
I feel that. It's just so much like of a better process than doing pranks every week. Like, pranks are cool, but like relying on that every week, it's just not it right now.
And this is just so much more fulfilling too. Like,
it is.
We're doing good shit, not farting on people. I mean, our pranks were obviously higher IQ than farting on people. No offense to anybody who farts on people.
I always knew I was meant to just beat some people up, you know, people who deserve it.
You weren't meant to fart on people?
Nah.
And should I tell the Planet Fitness court story, since I said how posting the video of the case actually helped me?
Because I think I kind of know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so the time I got sued for setting a lunk alarm on fire at Planet Fitness, which is fucking diabolical, I definitely deserve to get sued for that. And you're lucky you never got mentioned in the lawsuit because you...
Well, was it because you set it off, or was it because it stopped working or whatever?
Well, it's because I broke it by setting it off for too long. It set on fire. But you walks in with a fucking axe in the middle of the gym. I'm surprised you weren't mentioned in the lawsuit. But yeah, so I ended up getting sued for that. And I uploaded the video way before I even got sued for it. But when I showed up to court eventually, I don't know if you remember this guy who kicked us out. If you watch the video, you can see it. But this guy was acting like super hood, like get the fuck out. He grabbed our axe and threw it, like acting all tough with us, right? Then in court, he comes and he stands on the stand like he's fucking, like he was molested or something. And he's like, that man came into my gym and he starts talking about everything that happened. But then one thing that he mentions, so this Planet Fitness was under another, I don't know how to explain it, but they were like what's the word? Like a franchise, and the franchise that owns this Planet Fitness is only in Austin and in Dallas. And remember that night we also went to Houston because we were gonna pull up to Alex Rosen's house when we were fucking out of our minds, and we filmed some scenes in Houston, right? So he started telling about how the branches in Dallas called and complained about what we did, and he referenced some of the scenes. So I basically, when it was my turn to cross-examine him, I called him out. I'm like, so this franchise company that runs your Planet Fitness, they're only in Austin and Dallas, right? But you're referencing stuff that happened in Houston. You can literally see in the video, it says Houston in the background. Like, there's no way they would have called you because it's a completely different franchise. Lying? Yeah, so you just watched the video that everybody else watched. Like, you're just making stuff up. Nobody ever called you from Dallas. We were never in Dallas. So by me having that video, like, he watched it and tried to use shit from it against me, but it ended up like backfiring because he didn't get all the facts right. So that's one instance of me actually having the video up. It kind of like lured him into an unintentional trap, I guess.
So did you beat the case, or what happened? Did you like lower
so they wanted $5,000 in damages, and the judge ended up ordering me to pay $500. So I consider that a win. Yeah. That's only 1/10.
For sure. I thought they were suing you for $20K at first.
No.
Oh. I'm tripping.
All right, so that is pretty much it for this week's episode.
No super chats?
Well, as I was about to say, at the end of every episode, we read all super things. $5 and up. And this week we got a total of... Guess.
I don't know about your demeanor. Might be 0.
No, we got 1.
We got 1?
Yeah.
All right.
Keeping the
streak average. Yeah. I like how it's like a different person every time.
Yeah, imagine they all like came together for one episode.
That's what I'm saying. That shit would be lit.
But you know what? Honestly, I'd prefer everybody just went and sub to our locals, and you'll get so much more out of that too. And yeah, we're really trying to build that up. And again, you're going to get content that you're not going to get anywhere else. And I promise you will not regret joining our locals.
It's entertaining as fuck.
Like, there are some videos out there of like people catching preds really unprofessionally and like shoving them or something. Nowhere in a fucking professional setting in a boxing ring, like filmed like a professional fucking fight, you know? We're just doing this next level. We're putting a lot of money, a lot of production into it, but hopefully it's all worth it, you know?
I think it will be.
So Aaron.J. Parks says, you guys are hilarious. No question, just sending support. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, my G.
Hell yeah. All right, I guess that's pretty much it for this week. Join the locals. Link is in the pinned comment. You don't want to miss this banger boxing match that's already out and the one coming next week where Tanner made the pred bleed all over the ring and fucking
Can't wait for that one.
rearranged his nose. And until next time, we're out of here.